How's it going, everybody? Sorry about the long break in the videos. I just want to provide an update and let everybody know how everything's going. So my Prius has been pretty good, mostly trouble-free since I got it last year about this time. And I have had to do a few things to it, and I've kind of, you know, one or two things have been unexpected, but mostly just, I just drive it, and I get the oil change every 5 to 7,000 miles. I've done it a few times myself with me and my dad, and then mostly I've been getting it done over at the dealer, but I've only had a couple of oil changes, so it's not even been that many times. But okay, so the main things that I've done in the last year was mostly I had to do the spark plugs, and then let's see, I did the spark plugs, and then I got the oil change, and then let's see, this past spring, me and my dad put a new PCV valve in it. And then we did an oil change again, because by that time it needed it. And with the thing is, we weren't really sure, like, with the oil. There was a whole debacle there for a while, which I think it's still ongoing, where it's kind of, I've noticed my car is burning oil. So I researched this, and this seems to be a common thing with the 2010s. So, I've been monitoring the oil on the dipstick and keeping an eye on it. And so, we'll see how that goes long term. But so far, so good. That was back in June. The only other real big thing was we just, a couple weeks ago, put new rotors and new brake pads on my Prius, me and my dad. So, the thing with the Prius is it's disc brake all the way around. And Toyota wanted to just resurface the rotors, but mine were really rough. So we just decided, me and my dad, to just go ahead and replace them. But other than that, I mean, it's been trouble-free. I have noticed recently that when it fires up on a cold start, it seems a little louder, but it could just be my imagination. I don't know, because I never really paid attention to it for a long time, until recently, about a year now. But yeah, I don't know. It's been pretty trouble-free. But I'm going to give you a look at the dashboard, and show you the mileage and all that stuff real quick here. But that was pretty much, mostly, there's not much to report. So let's take a look at the dashboard here and check it out. Okay, so let me go ahead and we'll check it out here. Let me get in on the screen. And I've got, let's see, 444 miles left to the tank of gasoline. And it's showing that I've got a full tank still. Let's see here. And we got 191,151 miles on it. And the battery's holding up pretty well, from at least what I can tell, thank goodness. Knock on wood. But it can go about a couple miles, a mile or two, I'd say, on battery, before the gas engine has to kick back in to help it out. But it's pretty good. You could see my last 4 trips have been pretty good, right around the 50 to the gallon mark. Yeah, I try to do a lot of hypermiling, and that helps out. But other than that, I just drive, pretty normal. The engine's off right now, and it pretty much just comes on whenever it wants, like you would expect, and then shuts off. But it prefers electric mode, of course. So yeah, that's 151 miles. So I'm approaching 200,000. But it's holding up pretty well. So yeah, not too bad. So other than those, a few things, I mean, there's really not been much to report. I pretty much just, like I say, just drive it. And I'm usually finding that I get between 400 and 450 miles per tank. What I do is I kind of fill it all the way up. I've got it full, and then I drive it down to half at the halfway mark, and then I drop $10 in it, because I don't like to keep playing this game where gas prices go up and then you got to go get gas. You feel pressured to go get it while it's cheap. So what I do is I have a budget of $20 per week, and usually that's more than enough. I can get through 4 or 5 days with 400 miles. I'd say 450 miles at the minimal end for a tank of gas. But I've gotten it up to 600 miles for one tank of gas. That's full to the brim. And I've noticed that there's like a little bit of reserve, of like a 2-gallon reserve. But otherwise, I've just been driving it, almost kind of like a road warrior. I love the highway. I've really learned that I enjoy driving the highway now that I've got a car that can do it again. And I forgot how much I missed that. But I'll try to give more regular updates on different things, and I'm going to do a couple more videos here. So please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know if there's anything I can change or tweak. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.